Hi everyone, welcome to the class on crypto exchange application development. In this class, we are going to discuss how we can build crypto exchange application for mobile devices. The objective of this class is to help you design a cryptocurrency exchange application. As you all know, in order to build mobile applications, there are 4 steps. In step number 1, we have to create the layouts. Here are the 2 sample layouts which we have created for you. The first layout is known as screen 1, where we are showing Ethereum status of cryptocurrency. And there is a screen 2 where we are showing you the exchange details of Ethereum, where you can buy and sell the cryptocurrency value along with some exchange fee and the total offer price with respect to cryptocurrency exchange. Now, coming to screen number 1, there are 4 steps where we have to create the layout. Then we have to create the controls on the layout. As you can see, we have multiple controls. We have the button control here. We have the text views with which we define the text on the layouts. Followed by, we have different controls like image views. Then we have different controls so as to show the bar. Then we have the button control and so on. So these are the kind of controls which we have drawn here. Now, after creating the controls, we have to define the text on them so that users can understand which control is going to do what and how the user is going to use your application, followed by performing event handling on the controls. So as you can see, there are multiple controls here where we have to perform event handling. Whenever an event occurs, depending on that, some actions will be taken. So to give you an example, let's say if we are going to click on buy Ethereum button, then a certain action is going to be performed depending on the on-click listener event. So we are going to discuss about it. So the first step is creation of the layout. So in order to create the layout, we have created a layout known as screenactivity.xml. This currently I'm talking in terms of Android. Now, when it comes to Android, first we have to create a layout. Now, when I select here, here is the constraint layout which we are using in order to create this application. Now, within this, we have a image, we have a view control. This view is the background which we are currently using. Now here you can see that we have defined the width, height, margin, start, stop, and the background color for the view. Now you can see that the view is constrained to the left of to the parent, to the top of the parent, and we also have set some absolute X and Y position. Now coming to the next point, we have the next view, which is the image view, where we have shown the image of a scroller. Then the next control we have is a text view, which has been defined. On the right hand side, you can see that this is the text view which we have defined. The text view is created with a font family of font Poppins regular. The gravity of this control is center. The text which we have defined on it is Ethereum. The text color is #all_F, and the text size is 20 scalable pixel. The third control we have is a view control, where we have drawn an alarm button followed by a notification icon. So these are the 3 controls which have been used in order to create it. For the background, we have a view. Then we have an image view where we are showing the icon notification. And finally, we have a view where we are going to show whether a new notification has come or not. So using these 3 controls, you can define the customized alarm notification for your mobile apps. Now, coming to the next point, then we have another shape. In the shape, we are showing shape of Ethereum. In order to show it, we have a view, which is the background view, followed by an image view. And depending on this image, we are showing Ethereum awesome icon, and we have put the scale type as center along with all the other properties like keeping the width as wrap content, keeping the height as wrap content, keeping the margin top 41 dp from the top, keeping the scale type as center, then using an icon of Ethereum by specifying Android source property. Then we have some constraints set, which is being used here. Followed by the next control we have is the Ethereum text view, where we have defined the ETH. The properties of this text view is defined at the right hand side, where we have used the alpha property for 0.5. We have used the font family, the gravity is center, the text color, the text size, the properties have been defined here. Then the next control here, we are going to show the change in the value of Ethereum. So to show the change in value of Ethereum, we have specified one more text view, and this text view is available from the margin top 5 dp. Then we have the center, the gravity is defined as center. The text has been defined. This text will also be modified with respect to change in Ethereum coming from the server. We have defined the text color, we have defined the size, and along with other constraints which have been set here. Then what next you can see here is the days, where we have defined text views. And if we select a specific date option, as in if you want to observe the change in Ethereum for 1 day, 7 days, 1 month, 1 year, 5 year, or the complete progress or the status of Ethereum, then we can select any of these text views here. So currently what I do is I want to select the 7D1, and for the background, we have defined a view. So the view is a ellipse constraint layout. We have created an ellipse 3. So ellipse is something like the rounded background, which you are observing here. Along with that, we have the background color defined. And on that, above that, we have defined a text view. And within the text view, we have defined the day property. Now, after this, we have another control. So we have certain text views on the left-hand side where we have defined the change in percentage of Ethereum. And at the center, we have the bar graph designed where we have the image views for the lines so as to showcase the change in Ethereum with respect to days and with respect to the 7-day period or a month period or a year period. Followed by that, we do have a image view set here. So if you can quickly observe, we have an image view, and on that image view, we have a circular view also added through which we are actually showing the status of Ethereum. Followed by, we have a button control, which is the buy Ethereum button, and the button control has been defined here. Now, when we click on this Ethereum button, I would like to show you that we have set an event handler, and the event handler is set in the Java file. So when we come to this code for screen 1 activity, initially what is going to happen, as soon as this class is going to be called, the screen activity is going to be called. We have extended app compat activity. Initially, we have defined an intent function, which is going to call our screen activity.class. We have defined a private variable button, which is the buy Ethereum button. Then we have the first method we have here in Android is onCreate. Using this onCreate, our saved instance is going to be launched. We are going to show the layout, which is the screen activity layout on the screen of Android. And finally, we are going to call an initializer. When we call an initializer, here you can quickly observe that we have identified a view control by its ID. The ID of the control is defined with r.id.buy_Ethereum button. Now this ID is going to be identified, and we are going to save the resource into buy Ethereum button variable. Followed by, on this button variable, we are going to set an on-click listener, and we are going to define the event handler. So on the event handler, we're calling a function which is on by Ethereum pressed. On by Ethereum pressed is defined here, which is going to start screen 2 activity. So as soon as we start screen 2 activity, a start activity function from the intent is going to be called, and it is going to create a new instance of screen to activity within the app context. So page 2 is going to open. Now, when we come to page 2, here we do have certain, page 2 is known as screen to activity.java. Within the screen to activity, we have certain controls which we have defined here. So first we have a view control, which is going to comprise the exchange information like the transfer value of Ethereum. And if we want to send any other value in any other cryptocurrency format, we can select that, followed by the exchange price with the display of unit exchange price, followed by the percentage exchange fee and the amount which is going to be charged on it, along with certain terms and conditions, and finally the exchange now button. So if you can see, this is a regular text view which we have defined. Then this is a view and a shape. Then we have this as a text view, this as an image view. We can quickly convert this into, once we click on it, we are going to get a list pop up for the number of cryptocurrencies we have in this app. Then we can quickly select it, and then we can select the cryptocurrency in for the exchange, followed by how much money we are transferring along with the exchange price. And once you click exchange now, here when we click on this button, we'll be able to perform an event handler. So what next you need to do, the database connections needs to be done, then the web services needs to be connected so that the exchange can be done over internet, and they can be you will be able to buy and sell cryptocurrencies using the application. So this is all about the project which has been created, the cryptocurrency exchange, the design of cryptocurrency exchange. And in order to learn the further concepts, reach out to hackveda.in, where you can get started free for the Android application development course, as well as the source code of this application is also available for iOS. It is also available for React Native. This is also available for Flutter. And the source codes are available when you register on Android course on Hackveda's website. You will be able to access all the source codes of this application. So guys, thank you for watching this lesson. And in this lesson, you are able to build a cryptocurrency exchange app design. Thank you so much for watching.